啊，我忘记装水了，我要去装水。啊，苦瓜，谢谢。在弟弟直播我开图记干什么？我想要给你们挂个忠诚点数啊，可以吧？哪有一堆机器？不要乱讲。没有，我没有打算一直裸跑。可能是哦，我不知道啦，我不知道。哪有一堆？我想要看一次游戏引导吗？是，您可以透过点击荧幕任意处或按输入键空白键来进行游戏。OK， 将画面移到右侧会看到快捷选单。OK， 好色哦，哪里色？请试着将画面移至画面右侧。OK， 移过。请查看快捷选单右上角。假如若游戏目前允许显示成人内容，跳过成人内容的按钮将会在进入有成人内容的桥段出现。点击该按钮将会跳过有成人内容的桥段。OK。我不懂，没关系，不懂就算了。没有，是隐藏，是直接跳过成人内容。5066年9月29号星期二，我们3天前降落在卡雅马的这座城市。在那之后，我就四处奔波，尝试。等一下，他刚说5000多年哦，哇，那是3000年后的事情了，是不是？尝试凑齐修补我们太空船的经费，并找寻下一笔工作。上一份运输订单不太顺利，还因为送货延误导致我们只收到了原地第二的一半，那笔钱甚至还不够付维修费。我的同事兼船上的机械师朱尼倒是不太担心，他毫不动摇地表示，过去每次发生这种事，我们总能够把状况搬回来。他信任着我的机智与商谈技巧，但基于最近的发展状况，我还是忍不住感到有些沮丧。正当我今天打算先放弃而转去当地的酒吧的时候，我接到了我们货运业务中介的一通电话，他提供了一个我们无法拒绝的好机会，至少在我们周转困难的现在，更是没理由拒绝。这次委托的报酬不仅能付清太空船的维修费用，还能确保接下来4个月的生活衣食无忧。这次的案子听起来简单明了，只需要载一位乘客和他的货物到 DEX93 星系的欧达利亚星。考什么？没有考。 航程大约6周，而这趟旅程会在整个银河里最安全的星系进行。那里几乎不存在强盗这种东西，太空意象也没什么被回报过。哇塞！所以我是一个太空船驾驶员，是不是？对一个太空船驾驶而言，这个案子可以说是轻轻松松。通常我会竭尽所能的避免载客，这件事本身就已经很麻烦了。最糟的状况还可能不是强暴，是强盗。最糟的状况还可能导致我失去我的商业运输执照。太空舱、太空船，我们的太空船也没有什么可以给旅客住的舒适大房间，或是提供什么娱乐。太空没有烧啦，苦啊！但搭我们的船出航的费用却跟搭大型太空船一样，也就是说，闪电烧哪有烧？你好，垂旋，烘干。这游戏有声音吗？有，但是我把它关掉了。你们要听吗？我怕等一下万一我被 ban 掉怎么办？不是啊，对，但搭我们的船出航的费用却跟搭大型太空船一样，也就是说，会跑来搭我们这种小运输船的乘客，通常都有特别的理由。The Symbiont， 我不知道怎么啦？没有办法跳过啦。不能 DC 开图集不开吗？可以呀、但我想说，就开一下嘛。基于我个人的好奇心，我等不及想知道这次的乘客有什么特别理由了。哦，来了来了！对啊，我是想说，我在这边开，大家才会知道说我在那边有开。来了来了！过了一会儿，我看到有一个人往我们船的方向走来，是一名仪态体面而且踏着自信步伐的高挑身影。他的腰间附近悬浮着一个大型石棺状运输箱，他的手保护似的放在它上面，后面还飘着几个较小的箱子。哇塞，这太酷了吧！这个人虽然靠近了，但仍处在阴影之中。为什么？因为我也没看到那个箱，因此我也看不见他，看不太清楚他的轮廓。
Greetings. I take it this is the Ameritat?
你好，我想这应该就是阿梅雷塔特号。
Affirmative. And
是
you
的，
are?
请问你是？
Going to Odaria.
我把
I
声音
was
打开好
told
了，我
we
决
could
定。
depart immediately.
等我一下哈，它有声音啊。我要怎么开声音？等一下哦。我是不是要先到哪里去设定啊 ？DC 有，对啊，DC 有声音啊。这一段应该没问题吧？我想。
Yes, of course. May I see the documentation, please?
一枚小芯片，哇塞！
Mr. Sabo Tato Brave
哎
Trigounder Vorda?
他会叫吗？我不确定哎。我会叫我
Just
应该是
Brave
不会
is
叫，
fine.
叫我布莱佛就可以了。人形种族欧达利亚星人，好火，好长，没错。这么看来，我有机会更了解他们一点了。毕竟我将要近距离跟一位欧达利亚星人一起旅行个几周。哇塞，这几周应该会疯狂做，不是啊，我的意思是说，
All right, Mr. Brave. What's in the large crate?
那么布莱佛先生，这个大箱子里面装着什
I
么
was
呢？
informed that the sizable bonus fees I paid included a no questions
对啊，这
asked
什么东
courtesy.
西啊？
Yes, naturally.
However, I still can't take you aboard my ship with something illegal, forbidden
当然了，但我
substances,
还是不能
weapons,
让你
live
带非法
species,
的东西
stuff
上
like
我的
that.
船。这根是什么？我不知道哎，就是
It's
他的
none of
行
those
李。
things. Check the permits on file.
你可以看看资料里的许可证，上面文字太小了，看不太清楚。这是某种植物类型的有机体，并在银河中的许多地方被合法持有以及运输。
Oh, it's a plant?
Mm-hmm.
哦，这是个植物。
I'm a big fan of plants myself. You'll see that we have many on board. My name is Danya, by the way, and I'm the pilot of the Emeritat.
我完全不知道接下来会发生什么事啊！我第一次玩啊。哎呀，好蓝！没有在用哎，怎么了？他穿着精致的服装，展现出某种我不熟的近期银河时尚趋势。应该不会吧？我看一下。那我要怎么用图形聊天室？啊，好像可以耶，也看得到吧？我想。吗？好，继续。他看起来有些疲倦，或许还有点不太舒服的
Can
样
we
子。
leave now?
我们可以走了吗？走。
Yes, sir. Welcome aboard the Emeritat. If you could please follow me to the cargo bay, we've designated a section for your convenience where you may
你
store.
我开始可以当我，好像可以耶，你试试看，应该可以，理论上。
My luggage stays with me, in my room.
可以。
Well, our guest quarters aren't very large. I strongly recommend making use of our
等一下，
cargo
我看不
bay
到他说
space.
什么，我看不到
You'd
他
be
说
much
什
more
么
comfortable
了。
that way.
我们的客房并不算大，我强烈建议您可以利用我们的，有啊，我这边有看到哎，没关系，到时候 VOD 会有啊，不是啊 ，VOD 不会有啦，我这边的录音档会有。
I insist.
我坚持。行啊，算了吧，我还以为能再撑久一点，这家伙才会显露出这种可疑的行为。但认真，如果他想整趟旅程都把他的大盆栽放在他的床旁边，那我也不想管了。
Okay, if that's what you prefer.
好吧，如果你比较喜欢这样的话。我们上了船，我带布莱佛去他的客房。我想带他简单参观一下整艘船，但他现在看起来好像没那个心情。话虽如此，如果他需要什么的话，我也不希望他在船上迷路。哎，哈，已经要到选择的部分了吗？那我现在要干嘛？真是左右为难。什么？我现在要干嘛？
Okay, if
啊，我
that's
可
what
以
you
滚
prefer.
轮。哦，如果他需要什么话，我也不希望，所以我现在决定，我现在要带他参观或问他状况如何，是不是？我先问他状况如何好了。
Are you okay? You don't look so well. I can have my diagnostics bot take a look at you.
哇，还有诊断机器人哦，好厉害哦！
That won't be necessary. I think what I need is some rest right now. So, I will do exactly that. Good night.
Good night。好，晚安。轰隆隆隆隆隆隆，冲冲冲冲，拉风。啊，这是地球诶，好漂亮。过了几个小时之后，我检查了一遍系统，然后把导航设成自动驾驶模式。我等不及要跟朱尼佩尔聊聊我们的客人了。他通常在这个时间点起床，所以我离开驾驶舱，并前往他的房间。哦，是兽人，半兽人。
So,
那说来听
tell me
听。
all about it.
Dude, where do I start? He's mysterious and drop dead gorgeous.
And you're drop dead horny.
对我对，这是吗？我不确定，我记得我当初有加入友情台，但我忘记他当时是什么了。
You know me.
I definitely do. But tell me, does he have glowing emerald skin?
Not really. He's blue, and there isn't any glowing in the dark happening, to answer your question.
What about his ears? Are they, like, furry at all?
Not that I noticed.
Last chance. A tantalizing scaly tail.
A hard no, unless it's really tiny. Where are you going with this, Juniper?
He's beautiful by Terran standards. Luckily for you, it means that both species are probably mutually attracted to each other. It's nature's way of bringing together genetically compatible individuals and encouraging them to mate.
Hey, you had me at mutually attracted. But judging by our exchange yesterday, he's not the mating type.
Meaning?
Well, I don't know. It's
我也
just
不
a
知道
feeling.
啊。
He came off as kind of cold and distant earlier, I guess. Also, I don't know if he even identifies as a he.
I do, actually. He and him work for me.
你怎么突然就跑出来了？
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Why don't you introduce me to your colleague?
Right. Mr. Brave, please meet Juniper. Junie for short.
Well, it's actually Juniper. But Terran ears can't pick up some of those sound frequencies, so he settled for Juniper.
Yeah, she's my
Jute
business partner,
me.
mechanic, jack of all trades, and I guess a second in command of this mighty interstellar vessel.
等一下，刚刚他说什么
Well, it's actually Juniper. But Terran ears can't pick up some of those sound frequencies, so he settled for Juniper.
Juniper 好难哦。
She's my business partner.
Of course I'm second in command. There's only two of us, dude. And no offense, but the Emeritot's mighty days are over. We're lucky if it holds for another couple of years.
Pleased to meet you, Juniper. There's no need to address me as Mr. It's just Brave.
Well noted. You're a Darien, yes?
Correct. And you are originally from Tulworth, second largest of the Ognutera's moons?
哇，你好有知识哦。
My, you clearly know your moons.
哦，原来是你家附近。
How many are there?
Ognutera has 14, but Tulworth is the only place with my shade of green. Brave, are you by any chance hungry? We were just going to the mess hall to grab something.
Oh, yes, I'm famished. Also, could you guys show me around this ship sometime? This place looks really cool.
你怎么会喜欢这种
So
小
much
船
for
呢？
cold and distant.
他之前或许只是睡眠不足吧，谁知道？
Yes, of course. I'll be happy to do the official tour for you, Brave.
天哪，我是不是喜欢这个人
But
啊？
first, let's all grab a bite.
Junie 和我拿了我们的包装简餐，并把它丢进炉子里煮。也帮布莱佛拿了一份，然后我才意识到，我还不知道这个美丽的外星人吃些什么。
So, what do Odarians eat, anyway?
We're omnivores, same as Terrans. The only thing I can think of that grows on Earth that I can't digest is seaweed. It's deadly for my kind.
哦，你不能吃海藻，好可怜哦。
No worries, we don't have any on this ship. Though, I personally miss
哦，
sushi
对耶，
sometimes.
寿司算海草哎，海带汤也很好吃。
Are you okay, Brave? Danya, get him some water.
Yes, I'm okay. I might be coming down with a cold again.
外星人也会感冒吗？
Before I got on the Emeritot, I had been traveling on Kayama for over 2 weeks without much rest. The rainy weather and the lack of sleep really did me in. I should be back on my feet within a couple of days, I promise. Until then, I'll make sure to stay away and wash my hands often.
布莱佛缓慢地从椅子上起来，似乎准备离开食堂。
No way! You just got here. What's a little cold gonna do to us?
就算我会被感染，也不过是为了满足我渴望深入了解这位新乘客的小代价而已。就你一脸看透的对我笑了笑，布莱佛则是松了口气的对我微微笑。
Are you sure?
好色啊！
Yeah, we are. Our immune systems can handle it. Right, Danya?
Sure, why not?
What Danya doesn't know is that Adarians have a weak immune system, not well adapted for travel outside their home planet.
好，真的哦，所以这个什么布莱佛他们的免疫系统比较弱，不太能去其他的星球旅行。
Really?
Yes, that's correct. That's why you don't see many of us outside of Odaria. Odarians who choose to travel bring along an extensive array of pricey medications as preventive measures. Despite that, we're still highly prone to getting sick.
Damn. Sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. As I said, a few days rest and I'll be as good as new.
What do you do for a living? If you don't mind me asking, Brave.
问人家工作很没礼貌诶。
I'm what you call a symbiont expert.
共生生物专家
I study mutually beneficial
研
interactions
究宇
between
宙中
different
不同
species in
物
the
种之
galaxy.
间的互利
I'm
关系。
also occasionally called in to facilitate the adaptation of individuals of different species who have historic symbiotic relationships and are having difficulty establishing those bonds. I'm very familiar with the theory of symbiosis, but it's the practical part that really fascinates me. For example, you have a species of sea creature that lives around a certain marine invertebrate. It feeds on its byproducts and uses its polyps to hide from predators. The invertebrate also benefits because the sea creature protects it from its own predators and parasites.
听他这样说，我们好像很重口味，也没有吧？我还不知道到底发生什么事。
That is
It definitely is. Not only is it incredible how completely different species can adapt to exist side by side in harmony, but also help each other in ways no one can ever anticipate.
这倒是，布莱佛一脸充满热忱的看着我，像是在等我们下一个问题。看起来我们似乎发现了他最喜欢的话题呢。但最让我感兴趣的是，他刚才说话的时候，我总有种好像已经认识这个人了的感觉。他带给我一种说不出来的熟悉感。如果我当年没有成为一位飞行员，我想我会去研究植物以及如何在太空中培养它们。哇塞！丘尼就是少数不介意听我长篇大论植物相关事物的人，所以我很乐意让他继续讲，并对他提出更多问题。
Can you tell me about symbiotic relationships Odarians have with other species?
Sure. We have a few widely known ones, actually. There's the Mulodic aquatic band, a sea creature native to our biggest sea that feeds off our blood and dead skin in search of iron nutrients.
哇哦！
Before our medicine became what it is today, the best way to treat a wound or large cut was to apply them to the area, and they would keep it closed and clean, feeding off the blood and dead skin until it fully heals.
Oh, we have something like that in Toolworth too. Except we apply it on rashes. While it does sting in the beginning, it stops the itching and feeds off whatever's growing on our skin.
哦，好酷哦！
I'm a bit jealous. We mostly have insects and worms that feed off blood back on Earth, but I'm pretty sure the exchange is all one-sided.
他说的血跟吸我们血的昆虫跟蠕虫，该不会是指蚊子跟水蛭吧？
So, I guess you must have extensively studied all the major species.
Most of the knowledge I have pertains to the way my own race interacts with different species. But yes, I've studied a lot of different subspecies of humanoids.
哎，干嘛啊！哎！啊！
And what do you find the most interesting about Terrans?
那你觉得跟地球人有关最有趣啊？
I'm glad you asked. To me, it's their adaptation ability. It turns out that out of all the humanoid subspecies, individuals of Earth are most skilled at adjusting to their environment. That's doubly amazing to me, because that means the potential for a symbiotic interaction and relationship is much higher than any other subspecies.
True story, and that's why I partnered up with this guy.
Yeah, we certainly work well together.
所以地球人很擅长跟其他人相处，是不是？
So, I understand that part of
我
your
们是
job
三个一起来吗？我不
is
知道。
helping individuals from
那
different species
我跟这个
adapt if they
Junie
choose to start a
是
symbiotic
本来就是这个
relationship on another
船员，
planet.
这个是新来的乘客。如果有不同物种的个体希望在另一个星球建立共生关系，你有一部分是工作帮他们适应。那具体来说，应该怎么做呢？
It depends on the case. My expertise lies with the Odarian environment in particular. Someone who's visiting the planet would have already gotten their vaccines, been screened, and have permits to land. If they're still struggling to adapt to the new
请问
environment,
是什么原因？因为
they come to me.
老平安，三个，这游戏到底玩什么？我也
We
不知道
usually。do more tests, review their medical history, cross-reference previous cases, and try to find a solution. The answer could be as simple as a special diet,
谁送我的？没有，我自己买的啊。
or breathing exercises.
它今天还是昨天刚上市，我之前就加入愿望清单，但我已经忘记是什么时候加的。
A supplement? What would be an example of that?
补品像什么？
Well, I consulted with a few Ognoterrans on Odaria who had trouble eating most of the food available there. I prescribed them a certain bacterial supplement found on Toolroth. When eaten, this bacteria will thrive in your digestive system and
哇，这种
assist
细
the
菌好厉
processing
害
of
哦！
food from different environments. They were skeptical at
什么
first,
什么？所以是
but
怎
after
样？
only a week of including it in their diet, they were able to enjoy our rice and most of our dishes without discomfort.
That's interesting. How did you figure out that a bacteria which was neither from Ognoterra or Odaria could solve their problem? You say it's from Toolworth, but I've never heard of it before.
That particular bacteria worked for similar cases in the past, including inhabitants of Ognoterra's moons and other planets from the Horum galaxy. You would be surprised by how many interplanetary food issues can be solved by ingesting certain organisms. Having more than 2,000 years worth of research at my fingertips helps.
Well, gentlemen, I have some things to take care of in engineering, so if you'll excuse me for now.
好，再见了，祝你配合，留下我们两个就可
It
以
was
了。
nice to meet you, Ju. Ni Spur.
Ju, Nice, Per。
Ooh, now I'm impressed. I hope you feel better soon, Brave.
DC 不用了，上面就有连结了啦。哎，而且可是我没有设这个吗？让我瞧一瞧。恶心的闪电哪有恶心？所以原因是这可能会有成人内容。哦，要来了吗？要来了吗
Hey, Danya.
？Hey, Danya.
Can I have one of those dinner plates too?
Whoops.
不然了，先跑。
Here you go.
好，翻发啊！我都忘了这个给你。
It's General So's chicken, Terran specialty. Junie digs it, and I hope you will too. Doesn't have
为什么
any
是
seaweed
用
in
餐
it,
环
in
节
case you're
啦？
wondering.
可恶！
Thank you. I'm sure this will be good.
为什么是用餐环节？可恶！我看了看手表，确认我只睡了几个小时，这还挺不寻常的，因为我是深度睡眠者。众所皆知，我在充分休息之前是绝对不会醒来的。我听到两个房间之间通风管传来某种回音，我突然想到布莱佛，他的房间就在我隔壁。 这是个很低沉的嘶嘶声，在我听起来，我只想到这可能是地球人伏地挺身时发出的声音。哎呀！我爬下床，跪在通风口旁边，仔细听着。是布莱佛在运动吗？想努力保持好体态是没问题，但你患着重感冒的时候还这么做，真的是个好主意吗？不是，这听起来也不像，很不像，哪里像是伏地挺身的声音啊？我对此也没什么想法，于是我回到床上，我不想去猜想任何事，所以我打算明天去和朱妮确认一下，看他对这件事有什么看法。不是他那声音听起来很不像是那个啊，不是啊，有怪声音啊，我们怕那个我们的乘客有问题啊，要讨论一下吧。我整个人都放松了下来。因为在这个空无一物的外太空直线航行真的没什么好困难的，毕竟除了检查系统跟定期手动微调之外，也没什么事可做。5分钟其实是要看姿势的，我们也没有被拦下来临检，或是经过任何需要我手动驾驶来穿越的小行星带，所以一切都很安全嘛。偶尔看，于是我又开始找书来看，偶尔看看录影带，还有照亮我的水跟花园。你也是蛮惬意的嘛，你。植物最令我着迷的是，它们只需要一点水和适当营养，就可以在任何地方生长。事实上，水是太空中的稀有资源，但幸运的是，我们拥有最新进的循环系统，可以解决这个问题。布莱佛似乎有好转一些，他现在经常和我还有 Junie 一起吃饭，即使他不常离开他的房间，我们还是会有机会聊天和联系彼此。我们总能找到关于我们3个人形亚种的事情来讨论，这对我们3个来说似乎是很有趣的话题。与我对载客的负面印象完全相反，布莱佛什么火车便当？布莱佛似乎是我们至今为止载过相处起来最简单而且最令人愉快的客户之一。他彬彬有礼，从来不去抱怨任何事，不会大声播放音乐，也不会去进行任何可能被视为对我们船上其他人造成困扰的活动。从那次之后，我再也没听到他房里传来任何怪声了。我也懒得去问朱妮，索性放弃调查这件事。跟他那棵巨无霸的植物啊。说到朱妮，他现在应该在这里跟我碰面，但我却在门口遇到了布莱佛。
Hi, Danya. Good afternoon, Brave. Care to join me for a cup of tea?
喝茶，你知道的。他是蓝色奶头吗？我不知道哎。喝茶，你知道的，毕竟现在是下午。我其实完全不知道现在几点。嘿，怎么了？小心被逼！不会吧？不会吧？我没有播出来。在太空航行的期间，时间感都混在一起了，而且我最近也没看手表。
Sure, I'd be happy to.
All right, we have some herbal options over here if you're sensitive to caffeine like myself, or the regular kind.
What's caffeine?
啊！我刚刚说了不该说的话，是不是
？It's a chemical substance that's a mild central nervous system stimulant to most Terrans.
什么是咖啡因？你竟然不知道咖啡因？
And don't worry, it's legal. It's actually naturally contained within most plants that are used for tea production. Caffeine is purposely extracted from the raw materials to be able to produce the same beverage but without the jitters.
You seem to know a lot about plants.
你似乎很懂植物。
This? No, that's common knowledge where I come from.
I see. Why don't I go for the herbal option without caffeine today?
啊！干嘛？干嘛？干嘛？我又没干嘛。 柑橘、薰衣草、药属、葵根，这是什么？柑橘好了。
How about chamomile? It might help you with your sore throat. It's commonly used to help boost immunity and fight bacteria.
Oh, that's nice.
你干嘛？你干嘛把手放在我手上？为了避免造成尴尬的紧张感，我放开了杯子。然而事已至此，仅仅是这样的碰触，就把我饥渴的灵魂送到了无限的幻想之中。
So,
对，
do
饥
you
渴
come
的
here
灵
often?
魂。
Huh?
To Kayama, the planet we departed from. Is that your...
Oh, no, we don't really have a route per se. Junie and I go where the road takes us. As long as we get a nice paying gig, we're game. That's the adventurous part of this job. Never know where we'll end up next.
千多内，永远不知道下一站会在哪。
Do you travel a lot for work?
I'm the same as you guys. Staying on my own planet doing research has been
哇，
unfulfilling.
那
at
布莱
best.
伯其实应该是
So,
很有钱吧
traveling to different worlds has been a game changer for me.
因为他刚刚不是讲说，他如果要他们这个种族如果要离开他们星球的话，需要准备大量很昂贵的药品。
I follow contracts, but it's the lifestyle that appeals to me. I can do remote work while being somewhere different and amazing every few weeks.
It doesn't help that your immune system isn't very good at adapting to different environments, huh?
Tell me about it. It's the one thing that I'm still trying to work out. I've got something good going for me right now, but it's not perfect. It has put some other limitations on me that I find difficult to handle.
Like what?
It's a bit complicated. I'll definitely tell you sometime.
什么意思？
Thank you for the tea, by the way. It's really good.
什么意思？
I'm glad you like it. I got a bunch of other
我
flavors.
觉得那个有问题。
Sure, I'm curious to see what else you've got.
I gotta say,
那
Brave,
个
you're
不可以
one
啦
of the。coolest travelers we've ever had on board. We don't accept passenger jobs often, but you've been really easy to travel with and fun to talk to.
You guys have been so nice to me, treating me like family. Of course I'd be on my best behavior.
Well, keep up the good work. We still have a few weeks to go.
So, what kind of cargo do you guys usually transport?
Anything that pays well and doesn't smell too much. Though it's been rough finding good gigs as of late. Too much competition. We're lucky if we break even when the job's done. And don't even get me started on what happened on our last haul before we picked you up. I guess we'll have to venture into more questionable waters after this job. But for that, we need to outfit the Emeritat with a defense system.
You don't have anything on board to protect yourself in case of an attack?
No, we don't. We're pretty good at escaping when things go south. Still, it doesn't hurt to have some kind of shield and weapons, if only just to look more intimidating.
I couldn't agree more.
The Tepshati Pomis system is pretty promising, with a lot of new colonies that pay handsomely for some common goods. Plus, there's a ton of fun places to visit around there. One of the planets, Vakal, is on my must-see list.
The one with anti-gravity pockets and floating islands? Each harboring its own climate, right?
Yes! You've been...
No, but I definitely want to see it one day.
那我们就一起去啊！哦，喝水，好，喝水。我也想要喝柑橘茶。
Cheers to our local simian expert and secretly talented chef.
我喝完了，我喝完
Thank you
了。
for gracing us with this exquisite looking dish.
to Brave's exceptional gastronomic abilities.
啊？布莱佛煮
Thank
饭
you,
给我们
guys.
吃，
I hope it tastes as good as it looks.
It's fantastic. What's it called again?
In Universal, it would be something like seared granoli over rice, a common Odarian dish.
I didn't know we had granoli on board. How'd you dig that up, Danya?
We don't. Brave used his own supplies of whatever that is.
It's a mushroom that grows everywhere on my planet. I have a lot of it on hand, since it retains its freshness well and is a very good source of protein. Convenient when you're on the road. Also, it reminds me of home.
It's difficult to find any in spaceports. I've seen it maybe twice in the last year.
Probably because no one knows about it.
Yes, Odaria's dishes aren't popular because of our limited ability to share them with everyone.
But you're slowly changing that, eh, Brave? Can I get seconds?
Here you go.
Sure feels great to have something different from General Tso's for a change.
No way. I thought you liked it.
I do, but come on. Half of our provisions are pre-packaged General Tso's meals. Even I have my limits.
太多了吧？
Sorry, they were on sale, so I took some extras. I'll keep in mind to grab a better variety in the future.
喜欢吃的东西一直吃也会不喜欢的吧？
Who wants some more wine?
不知道是不是我醉了，我感觉他比之前放了更多注意力在我身上，真的，更常看着我的眼睛，更常对我说的笑话有反应，感觉真的特别。他是不是喜欢我？Junie 帮我们装满酒杯，然后把酒瓶丢到回收桶里。
Okay, that was my last bottle.
Thank you for sharing your precious gift with us.
Hey, it was worth it. Who knew it would complement the seared granoli so well, right?
工具人，不是吧？
Thanks, Juniper. They really did pair well.
Glad you liked it. Okay, boys. I'm going to retire now to deal with my food coma in bed. Be good.
快哦 OXX， 等一下啦，
See ya.
Bye.
顺便要玩到结局才有。40分钟，哎，真的也40分钟嘞，好快哦。
Ready for dessert?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm full, but I will finish my drink, though.
结局有10秒，我不知道哎。
Slow down, dude. We still got time.
Actually, Odarians don't get drunk, if that's what you're worried about. Not on this kind of stuff, at least. It'll take a much stronger beverage to get me
所以
even
欧达利亚
remotely
新人是
tipsy.
不会喝醉的。
Oh, my sympathies. I, on the other hand, am a very cheap drunk.
干嘛？干嘛？你干嘛？
I'll keep that in mind if I ever want to get you intoxicated.
对，刚刚那个绝对算是调情吧。
Hey, can I ask you a personal question?
Shoot.
Are you single?
What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. I guess it could mean different things for different races. So what I'm asking is like, are you married or have partners waiting for you somewhere?
Why do you ask?
这不是很明显吗？小笨笨，因为我真的很想知道。
Because I'm very curious.
Well...
所以我只是你偷吃的对象。
You know what? Don't worry about it. The Emeritat is a safe space and you don't have to answer anything.
先
It's
说
just, I can't help but wonder sometimes, being around you. We get along so well and I'm drawn to you, which I'm sure shows. I just don't want to step over some boundaries I don't know about.
这应该是个不差的告白吧。
Thank you, Danya. I appreciate your candor. My situation is a bit complicated. If you don't mind, I'll explain another time.
好吧，那应该不算是这个拒绝吧，我接受。
Sure.
I'm going to rest a bit. Thanks so much for dinner.
逃跑。对啊，谢谢晚餐，晚餐不是你准备的吗
？Not again.
那个声音很有规律跟节奏，听起来很像布莱佛在做某种高强度的运动。What？ 等一下，布莱佛不是在健身。偷听我的邻居进行这种私人活动是不对的。技术上来说，可以把通风口关掉来挡住这些声音。当然是保持开启吧。我也听到了2下。原来2下就。
Oh my god. ！Hey, Brave.
Good morning.
Did you sleep well?
Very well, thanks for asking. How about you?
Fine. And you?
Danya? Need you on the bridge. We're being hailed.
On my way.
Wait, Danya, you can't tell them I'm on board the ship.
我没有怎样啦，干嘛抹干净再玩？我又没有怎么。
What do you mean?
Just please, in case they ask, I'm not here.
I'm going to need an explanation in case it's local patrol. I could lose my commercial transport license if...
There's no time to explain right now, but I promise I'll tell you everything later.
什么同道中人？
We have nothing to worry about if it's patrol, but I have a feeling that's not the case. Please, trust me. It's a matter of life and death.
Okay.
不好
I'll
说。
try my best, but go back to your quarters. It's the only area that can shield life signs on this vessel, and it'll conceal your presence if they haven't scanned us yet.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
This is the Ameritap. What can we do for you?
Greetings, Captain Deteri speaking from the Netrunner. Just wanted to let you know that there's an anomaly up ahead you might want to avoid. We detected it too late, and it totally scrambled our navigation sensors. We ended up flying blind for a few days until everything was repaired. You just popped up on our long-range sensors, and we decided to give you a heads up, save you some trouble.
We really appreciate the warning, Netrunner. Please send us the coordinates of the anomaly.
Roger that, Ameritat. Safe travels.
Same to you.
什么啊？
Nice of them.
Yeah, completely the opposite of what Brave was expecting.
What do you mean?
When he heard you calling me to the bridge, he sort of freaked out. Asked me not to mention that he's on board. He seemed really anxious, too.
Wow. That bad, huh?
It sounds like he might be on the run from someone. He said the patrol wasn't an issue, but anyone else would have been a bust. Now that I'm thinking about it, he was definitely trying to avoid someone back at the spaceport in Kayama. His eyes kept darting around like crazy.
He needs to come clean with whatever it is, Danya.
I agree. I'm pretty sure he realizes that too. Give me half an hour to rechart our course with the coordinates and go through the system again. After that, we'll come up with a game plan.
Sounds good to me. I'll be in the cargo bay when you're ready.
所以他到底是怎么回事？
I think we made it through. Otherwise, they'd be boarding the ship by now. Either Danya kept his word, or I was worried for nothing.
快1个小时还没有 OX，
Seems like I
刚都让你看光了，还想怎样？
Yes, I'm aware you have no idea what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter. I'll do my best to keep you safe. I promise.
哼
You must be hungry, my dear. Give me a few minutes to get ready.
啊，什么意思？
My pheromones are off the charts because of the Terran I've been obsessing over lately, and I get that it makes it harder to go slower. I still need you to do this the way I taught you. Please, I'll let you go wild another time, I promise.
“什么意思？我们的货仓也兼做我们的健身房。哇塞，你们货仓也是蛮大的。
Junie, hey.
Danya?
So, besides the stuff I told you about what Brave said to me, there's something else.
Let me guess. The strange noises coming out of your neighbor's room?
Yes! You heard them too?
Unfortunately.
I've been meaning to ask you about them, but they stopped at some point and I let it slide. But now they're back again in full force. I literally just heard them. I don't know what the hell he's up to in there, but the whole incident with the ship is really making it difficult to keep ignoring.
Look, Danya. I know you like Brave a lot. You guys are literally drooling over each other every time you're in the same room. But please don't let this cloud your judgment. We've been partners for what? 2 years now? I respect and trust you. You're my best friend.
Why are you saying this now, Juniper?
Because I want you to listen to me when I say something that you won't like hearing.
好，你说。
What is it?
我没有啊。
Well, basically, our new friends got lives hard. There's no way that thing he brought on board a friggin' plan. The hissing is definitely not coming from Brave, Donna. As someone who can pick up a few more frequencies than a Terran, I can really tell. Plus, the smell. It's very subtle. but I finally narrowed in on the scent considering how active that thing's been the last few days.
哪有动植物这种东西？
It's definitely a live species, but I can't tell what kind without having a look at it. The truth is, Brave lied to us. His permits aren't legit, and if we're stopped for a spot check...
I know. We're toast.
Yep.
运输临检并不常发生，我们去年好像也才遇到2次，但每次被临检都是很重大的事情。哦，海葵算是动植物哦。哇，看直播学长知识。
I'm going to confront him, Junie. I like the guy, but I don't appreciate being lied to. He said it was a plant the day we met. Do you want to come along?
Nah, you're better off talking to him on your own. Brave trusts you more than me, and I think tag teaming against him will only discourage cooperation. You can tell me what you find out later.
Good idea.
这海葵到底哪里像啊？啊，要摊牌了是不是？
Yes?
Brave, it's Danya. I need to talk to you.
啊，这时候，等一下，这时候他正在被那个触手，是不是？
Danya, can we please do this a bit later? I'm kind of occupied at the moment.
Are you sure you can't see me right now? It's important.
I'm sorry, but I really can't. I know I owe you an explanation. Hell, probably 2 of them, but trust me when I say this isn't a good time.
Are you okay there? Do you need help?
No, please, don't come in.
Okay. When are you available to talk then?
Tomorrow morning would be ideal.
我不应该通风，应该隔离的蛮好的，应该不会有吧？
You got it. Come by my quarters at 900 hours tomorrow.
I will. Thank you.
Wow.
Hello.
Hey, Brave. Come on in. I'd figured we'd talk here for extra privacy.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so I'd like to talk about something that's been bothering me. I've been hearing strange noises at night coming out from your room, Brave. Noises that give me a reason to suspect the nature of your cargo isn't botanical. Junie can also smell that what you have in your quarters is not a plant. Please be honest with me. Did you bring a live species on board this ship?
Yes, I did. I lied, and I'm sorry, Danya. The thing is, I cannot travel without my cargo. It's
哇，是共生体。
As you already know, my immune system doesn't function well outside my home planet. So, I have to supplement it with medication in order to travel. Meds are expensive, expire, and have side effects. After extensive research and trial and error, I finally discovered that a certain species of Dorada can replace them. It turned out to be an extremely effective alternative. Sustainable, highly potent, and producing virtually no side effects. The catch is that one can only benefit from the Dorada if it's alive. I have to bring it with me everywhere I go. My life depends on it, Danya. I don't have any medication left. If something were to happen to Otith, I won't
我不
survive
知道
for
哎
long.
So that's why you try to keep Odith a secret?
Exactly. Unfortunately, someone managed to find out about him. Someone influential on my home planet who operates on the black market. They're after me, Danya. I know that for a fact. They've been following me for years because they saw personal gain in my work. They found me on Kayama over a month ago, and I've been on the run from them since then. I needed to get off the planet as soon as possible, and quietly. Luckily, you guys were there with the Emeritot. I finally lost them. Or at least, I hope I did.
And you thought it was them when a ship hailed us?
I was sure of it. They have quite a lot of resources at their disposal, and will stop at nothing to get what they want.
等一下，到底是哪三个？
What
跟
happens when you
Junie
get
还
to
是跟
Alvaria, though?
那个欧提斯
Won't they catch up with you there?
Once I get back to my world, I plan to immediately go public with my research. They won't dare to do anything then.
Brave, I'm really sorry. I had no idea what you were dealing with.
It's all right. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you this earlier. It felt awful to hide the truth, but I just wasn't sure I could trust you.
I understand. The only problem now is that we still have live cargo on board, and we'll be in real trouble if Patrol stops us for a random check.
I can put your worries to rest there. I actually have a letter issued by the Commercial Authority itself, granting me explicit permission to travel with my symbiont as long as my life depends on it.
Why didn't you tell me about it?
Because it contains compromising information about me and Otith.
也是
I prefer not to flash that around. It'll work for the patrol, though.
等一下为什么有闪电？等一下为什么有闪电？不对吧？
I'm relieved to hear that, Brave. Thank you for telling me.
本来想说，好像哪里怪怪的，仔细一看发现，为什么有我啊？
Can I ask a stupid question? What's a Dorada? Do they make good pets?
Otith is not my pet, Danya. He's my symbiont, which means that our relationship is a lot more complicated. We depend on each other to survive. I protect, feed, and take care of him, while he keeps me
好哦
healthy for travel.
但现在没有色色环节呢。
I see. The stakes are higher.
You could say that.
Could you introduce me to Odith? I'm very curious what he looks like now.
I haven't introduced Otith to anyone for a while, but I'll think about it. The species is rather particular, and Otith is very excitable.
Oh, okay. No worries then. I'm glad we had this talk, Brave. It's like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah, me too. I'll see you later, okay? Going to have my late breakfast.
Bon appetit!
Bon appetit 什么意思？
It's a famous Terran saying that means enjoy your meal.
Ah, thank you. You as well.
I take it everything went well?
Am I grinning too much? Is that why you think so?
You tell me.
Okay, yeah, it actually went a lot better
晚
than I
安，
expected.
您好，跑跑安，晚安，晚上好，晚上好。
You were right about the live species on board.
晚安。
Makes sense why some shadies are after the guy.
Him and his Dorada.
Huh? Did you say...
跑跑也
Dorada?
来看色色 ，what？
Yeah, I believe it's what he called the species. Dorada. I have no idea what it is. I asked, but I think he got distracted before he could answer me. Or artfully dodged the question. I can't tell.
对啊，我没有看在 DC，不，我没有看在那个 Twitch， 我怕被 ban 掉。
I knew it.
What do you mean?
Did Brave explain how exactly he's benefiting from the Dorada?
No. He said it has to be alive, but no, I didn't ask the specifics of him engaging with it. I requested to meet it. He said he'll need to think about it. Something about Odith being excitable?
No shit, it's excitable. Listen, I've only seen the Dorada in person once.
好，晚安。早点休息。
Remember the place I used to work at before we became partners?
The Royal Argo commercial cruiser?
That's right. We used to travel way out of regular trade routes. One time, we stopped at this rogue hub, aka space station. The stuff you could find at that place was all kinds of rare and weird, not to mention illegal. Anyway, me and the girls somehow ended up on a black market exotic collectibles auction. One of the items for sale was a Dorada. That thing is creepy as heck. Imagine a large egg that glows red when it opens and has tentacles. That thing is on our ship, Danya. And our passenger is getting physical with it.
Physical?
Hello? Tentacles plus symbiotic relationship? They're fucking. What did you think those straining sounds were? A midnight push-up routine?
I guess it makes sense now, although I'm still having a hard time imagining the logistics of it.
晚安，晚安。
Right.
晚安。
But Junie, even if Brave is doing it, who are we to judge?
Oh, silly. Do you really think I'm judging?
Well, yeah, based on the way you're talking about it, a little.
I'm not judging Brave for coupling with a Dorada, Danya. He can engage with whoever he damn well pleases. That's his bit. I just don't like how he hid the truth from us. Plus, I'm also worried about you.
Me?
Yes, you. I can see how much you want him. And it's only a matter of days before you guys start humping each other.
Days, huh?
That's right. So, I don't know if there's even a point for me to say it. But, seriously, if you have it in you at all, please stay
有啊，已经有2次
away
色
from
色环
him.
节了，不是吗？
I know he's a good guy, but his close relationship with the Dorada troubles me. I don't know how to explain this. I just remember being in the same room with that creature during the auction and almost shitting my pants.
Junie 应该是不可能吧 ？Junie 感觉很害怕那东西耶。
Yes, exactly. I'm not joking. It was bad.
不会有啊，不会有啊。
Thanks, Junie. I appreciate you worrying about me.
You're not gonna listen to me, are you?
Hey, I didn't say that.
Yeah. Anyways, just be mindful of what I said. And run at the first sign of trouble, okay?
Sure.
Great. Let's go have a cup of your famous jasmine tea. All this serious talk is making me thirsty.
Awesome idea.
Awesome idea. Oh.
Sorry if it was too loud. Just wanted to get my heart pumping.
You look good. And by that I mean, you look amazing.
I know, right? I'm feeling great. It's been a while since I felt so energized.
That's great, Brave. Is your symbiont doing a good job, or just in general?
Both, I guess. You're right, though. I've finally found a good balance with Odith after all these months. It makes a big difference for my well-being. Come hold my legs, Danya.
Huh?
On the mat. I want to do some sit-ups.
没有，我是往回。
Do you wax? I meant like, your arms and stuff. Never mind, that wasn't very appropriate to ask.
Most of my body is naturally hairless, like all Odarians. Do you wax?
Nah, this peach fuzz is permanent. That being said, I'm one of the less hairy Terran specimens.
.那里也没有吗？我不知道哎，你刚不是有看到吗？
Do you want to do a few sit-ups, Danya? Here, I'll help.
每次起身都只看到他专注的看着我。
Oh, hello there. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Junie, hi. We were just exercising.
Good men. Don't mind me then.
Actually, I think we're pretty much done. I'm gonna take a shower.
哎，等一下，你那个截图啊，你发到18加好不好？不要发在这里啊！
I'm done too, though I won't be needing a shower.
Great. Now that we've sorted who's showering and who isn't, let's decide what's for lunch.
Oh, actually, I was wondering if you guys would be interested in trying another Odarian dish.
That's a solid yes from both parties. Bring it on, Brave.
I'll get started on it right after the shower. See you guys in the mess hall.
You might need that shower after all, my friend. A cold one.
我被他发现了。
闪电，你又玩到忘记喝水了，赶快去喝。
喝水，闪电安安。安安。闪电，刚刚那个是阿默默的声音，对，是阿默默的声音。不认识，应该是这样吧？是吗？哎，他数掉了。
比较热真肉的肉不是，等一下，我的嘴巴，
对，就是这个。我快速冲了个澡，换了条新裤子。如果我速度够快的话，或许能在没人发现的情况下，把脏衣服丢到走廊尽头的洗衣房里。 然后回到我自己的房间。
Hey, Danya. Oh, I'll come back later.
真巧啊
No need. I'm almost done. There's less than 2 minutes left.
不是布莱佛的声音好，的那个眼睛好骚哦。
Gonna make some tea to warm up.
Twitch 看不到画面，对 Twitch 看不到画面，这个看到的话我怕会出事。
Yeah, sure. Your pick.
他有啦，女兽人香。
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, it's my fault. The rug got stuck in the crease of the door, and I bumped into you when I tried to pull it out.
At least the water in the cup was cold.
感谢。等一下，这现在是要出事了吗？要出事，我要先把声音关掉。哎，今天的实况记录会上传吗？我可能，也许我，对啊，但是可能会加工一下，以后才上传。我把他拉进水根厅，关上身后的门。啊，然后就这样结束了吗？
This was long overdue.
没有我，没有我。
Yeah, I agree. Sorry about the couch. It's soiled now.
Are you kidding? It's the best thing that's ever happened to this piece of furniture.
什么
I hope it
东
never
西？
washes out.
太恶了吧！
If you say so.
Do you want to stay here for a bit longer? I'll make us some tea. For real this time.
That's very thoughtful, Danya. Thank you.
完了，你要看到那个了。 啊，没有啦，跑了。
Danya.
Good morning, Junie.
Congratulations.
You're awfully perceptive.
Not really. I have to be blind not to notice how you're glowing. Good for you, my friend.
You're not mad at me, are you? Because of what you said about the Dorada?
Nah, I can't blame you for wanting to be happy. Besides, it seems like it's way more than just sex between you two. And that's pretty hard to find.
Definitely. By the way, is Brave up yet? Did you happen to see him around the ship?
He hasn't come out of his room yet as far as I know.
闪电，你又玩到忘记喝水了，赶快去喝。
啊，喝水。
苦味的哈密瓜叫你喝水啦。
Gotcha. I'm gonna bring him some coffee.
Okay, laters.
Hey.
Hi, Danya.
怎么这么突然？
I brought you some coffee.
Thanks.
How did you sleep?
All right. I ended up waking up in my bed, though. Sorry, this happens sometimes.
What do you mean?
When I'm really tired, my brain switches to autopilot. There's been a few times when I fall asleep at my desk and wake up in bed in the morning, not remembering how I got there. I figured this happened again, and I left you on your own in the plant room. In case you're wondering, it wasn't intentional.
Oh, I didn't know that about you. But that's not what happened this time. I helped you to your room. It was getting cold in the lounge, so I thought you'd be more comfortable in your own bed.
Oh, Danya, you shouldn't have.
Is everything okay? I didn't touch any of your things, if that's what you're wondering.
And my symbiont?
Didn't touch it either. I noticed it was glowing a little in the corner and left right away. I'm really sorry. I didn't realize this could be a problem.
Danya, it's not that I don't trust you. I do. It's just my symbiont. These creatures are extremely particular, and meeting them for the first time can be overwhelming.
啊，什么意思？
Also, my relationship with Otith is quite complicated. Any small change or event could tip the balance I was able to establish the past few weeks. Especially an introduction of a new person whom I've been intimate with.
Oh.
We'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. At this point, there's not much else to do. I'll keep you posted, okay?
哦，我做错了，是不是？我不该。
Danya, hey, it's good to see you.
You too, Brave. I was worried, since you didn't come out of your room for so long. Can you please let me know what's happening with you and the symbiont? Did I screw things up for you two in the end?
Can we talk somewhere private?
又来我房间。
Otith is fine. It seems like you entering my room didn't affect him. I was going to tell you today.
Thank God. I was so worried.
Danya, hey, we're okay now. I'm sorry. I should have gotten back to you about this sooner.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. I've had some time to think the last few days, and I'm ready to answer your question from earlier.
Huh?
You asked me if I'm single. I am, and have been for quite some time.
And are you looking to change that?
I'd like to, but...
What's the problem? Don't tell me you're one of those beautiful but doesn't know it people.
My physical appearance certainly helps me attract potential partners, but no one's stayed so far. I come with baggage, Danya. My symbiont. It might be difficult to grasp right now, but my relationship with Otith is a complex one. It'll always be a part of my life, and whoever I get involved with will have to accept Otith. That is, if the Dorada doesn't reject them first.
How can your symbiont reject someone you date?
It can smell them on me. I've had cases where my symbiont refused to engage with me for weeks because it disliked the scent of someone I was with. If Otith doesn't accept my partner, it doesn't give me what I need to stay healthy. And that's a deal breaker for me.
You technically could date someone on your own planet, right? That wouldn't involve your symbiont.
Yes, that's correct. I just don't see myself going back to live on Odaria on a permanent basis. Especially not after enjoying this type of lifestyle for so long.
Could it be that you just haven't tried hard enough to find someone? Maybe deep down you prefer to be alone.
I understand how you'd come to that conclusion, given that we haven't known each other for that long. But being on my own isn't for me. I want to be close to someone. I want to fall asleep and wake up in the same bed with them, be part of their world, go to amazing places together. I know that because I've already seen what it's like to be deeply connected, to love and be loved in return. I'm a pretty sappy case.
No, you're not. You're amazing. Most Terrans want a connection like that. You know what works for you and go after it, trying to make the best of it despite your circumstances. Some people have difficult personalities, permanent health conditions, just aren't blessed with the best looks. And you have Otith.
I suppose it could be seen as a condition I need to work around.
Yeah, if it helps.
So, why am I telling you all this? Because I really, really like you, Danya. The connection we have is real. At least, that's how it feels to me.
等一下，他脸上是脸蓝吗？他不是脸红他是脸蓝呢。
We share so many interests. We both like to travel, and what we had in the plant room. That was amazing. Despite all my failed attempts at being with someone, thanks to Otith, I can't help but hope that maybe it can all work out this time around. I guess I wanted to lay out all the cards on the table before you make your decision. Let you know what's in store for you, should you decide that I'm worth trying something with.
所以他要让我看他跟欧提斯的共生关系是什么样子吗？
Thank you for telling me. I may not fully grasp all the complications of having Otith around or how it will affect things between us, but to hell if I don't give it my best shot. I've fallen for you too, Brave. I'll do everything in my power to make this work.
You really mean it?
Yeah, gonna give Otith a run for his money. So, when do I meet it?
In due time. I have to make some preparations. The good news is we've already passed the first test.
什么意思？
Huh? When?
The symbiont didn't mind your scent on me after we had sex.
Right, that's true.
I'll let you know when the time is right.
Roger that.
哈？
Sorry.
他不介意我们之前发生了那些事。
Got a few things to take care of.
他不介意我跟你做了。
See you later.
太会调情了吧，这家伙，该死！刚出炉的披萨，好想吃披萨。哎，你怎么换装了？
Oh, you're back. Fine.
Was I gone that long?
No, but
Don't tell me you missed me.
how could I not? But I think Brave missed you more. He came to ask me about when you're coming back like 3 times.
可以切换闪电的 Q 版造型模式吗？还没有做这种东西耶。不过，哎，你怎么知道我有在想要做那个？
Actually keep tabs on you.
Oh, he's probably still worried about staying here.
I don't think that's it. Go tell him you're back.
I will. I'll just get us off the station and set the course. By the way, I got some fresh pizzas.
No way. Pizza in the middle of nowhere?
Tell me about it. When I saw it, I figured it would be the perfect opportunity to make it up to you for the other times. You know.
Good move, Danya. I approve.
要不轻松就原谅
Please
我？
tell me it has pineapple on it. I can smell it.
Hey, Brave. I got us some food at the station. You're welcome to join us for the meal.
Sounds great. I'll meet you there in 2 minutes.
Are you going somewhere? You know we already departed from the station, right?
Yes, I know. Just washed the rest of my clothes, and this is all I had left to wear.
Well, in that case, be careful with the pizza.
Is it dangerous?
It drips. Have you tried Terran pizza before?
I don't think so.
It can be messy, but it's honestly great. If you want to minimize the casualties, you can grab a slice and fold it like this. So good.
Danya, no, please don't teach him that. You're disrespecting the toppings. Brave, you should never fold a pizza slice. Why inhale it when you can double the pleasure by taking your sweet time? That is the right way.
May I use the utensils, please?
No.
哪有人拿餐具在吃披萨的啦？
You're supposed to eat it with your hands.
But don't worry, I swear, we won't force you if you're not comfortable with that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What are you so smiley about?
I don't know. This, I guess. Us having fun together.
Oh my god, you're so adorable. Isn't he adorable?
You guys, please stop.
Don't worry about it. We love you.
I'm gonna freshen up. Be right back. Is everything okay?
Yes, we finished eating.
Oh, I guess I took too long then.
Don't worry, we left you some.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
You've been hard to get a hold of these past 2 days.
Sorry, was trying to get stuff.
要干嘛？
Not really, but you're on the right track.
Jeez, did I actually say that out loud?
I'm afraid so. What you're seeing here is me at optimal health, while being...
Horny?
It's a little more specific. I want to make you mine, Danya. Will you let me?
什么东西？这个选项好烂哦！这根本就没得选吧？是是是。
When and where?
Now, my quarters.
Let's go. Brave, your symbiont. I completely forgot about him.
Don't worry. Otith is okay.
所以
He's been watching us do it?
Yes, but I wouldn't exactly call it watching. He doesn't have eyes. He senses things, like moods and emotions. He can also hear, smell, taste, and his sense of touch is extremely developed.
Okay, but...
Us being in the same room is part of the plan. We're slowly getting him used to your presence. Ready to clean up?
Yeah, sure. Gonna need to wipe that off the wall, too, before I forget. Apparently, Junie can smell this stuff from outside of the room.
Oh. Wow. We better get to cleaning then, huh?
"喵"，抽两个部分不要跳过，啊，他就跳过了，那个也没办法。哎，等一下，我昨天的披萨没吃完。
Morning, gentlemen. Everyone's in good spirits, I see.
Good morning.
Hey, Junie. I made some French toast. There's a few pieces left on the pan for you.
Wow. What are we celebrating? Nope, wait, don't tell me. I already know.
Celebrating?
Danya only makes French toast on special occasions.
Ah, I see.
Sorry if, we were too noisy.
没有，可以啊。
It's fine. I got my noise-canceling headphones, remember? Finally got a good run out of them. How's your symbiont, Brave?
Otith is well. Thank you.
Is there anything I should know about it now that the two of you are together?
I'm not sure what you're asking, Juniper.
I'll cut to the chase then.
要摊牌了，要摊牌了。
I like you, Brave, and I respect you. You're perfect for Danya, but that symbiont of yours is something else. Danya is important to me, He's family. So I want you to look me in the eye and tell me that my pilot isn't going to risk his life joining this menage of yours.
Junie!
I'm serious. Perhaps Danya isn't aware of what he's gotten himself into, but both you and I know how dangerous Dorada can be.
Junie, please.
It's all right. Juniper's concern for your safety is understandable. I assure you, Danya is not in danger by choosing to date me. He doesn't even need to be around Otith much, except a few times in the beginning. And for those times, I'll make sure to take every precaution and teach him how to be in the presence of such a creature. I believe my extensive knowledge and symbiont expertise makes me a qualified candidate for this.
I see. Can you tell me what Otith's weakness is?
Well, I haven't tested this theory, but the Dorada are known to be sensitive to concentrated levels of carbon dioxide. It causes a chemical reaction with their shell and breaks it down within several minutes. Salt can also keep them away, provided you have it in large quantity.
Carbon dioxide? So, like, I have to breathe really hard on it? Stop laughing at me. This is serious business.
Well, breathing on it isn't going to work, unless you're in a very small enclosed space together for a very long time.
Right, that's not going to happen. Any other way I can get some of this chemical of yours in case I have to defend myself?
A fire extinguisher. The one we have in the cockpit is carbon dioxide based.
Gotcha. Gonna bring it to my room.
Sure.
Juniper, please don't harm Otith unless it's absolutely necessary.
What Brave is trying to say is, without his symbiont, he'll die.
I'm fully aware. The last thing I want is to hurt anyone or anything. But knowing that there's something I can use against the Dorada in case of an emergency...
简单来说 ，Junie 害怕德拉塔。
I understand.
Everything's going to be fine, Junie. Don't worry.
I sure hope so. Anyways, I'll be in the cockpit for when you want to do our weekly systems check.
Cool. We'll be there in a few. She was a bit harsh, wasn't she?
A little. I can tell she'd be happier if I stayed away from you.
Give her some time. She'll come around. She's a little paranoid right now, fear of the unknown and all that. Once she sees how things are going, she'll be cool with it. It's like with the hydroponics garden. She resisted quite a bit when I decided to renovate the reading room, but it worked out great.
不晓得耶。
Also, it's not like she has a choice. I'm the one who's getting involved with you.
Danya, I wanted to tell you something. Otith is ready to meet with you.
Oh, cool. When?
Whenever you're free.
Great. So I'll just take care of some stuff in the cockpit and come meet you in your quarters in 2 hours?
Sure, that works.
I'll see you in a bit.
我决定3吗？
Sorry, Danya. I can't right now. Please, let's just...
Yeah, sorry. I'm here to meet Otith. Gotta focus on that. Whoa!
Did you feel that? That's Otith communicating.
What did he say?
Nothing major. That was just an acknowledgement of my presence. Danya, I know you're scared right now, but try your best to remain calm. This is Otith's doing.
What do you mean?
Dorada constantly produce a chemical that's released every time their shell opens. It affects most humanoid sympathetic systems, sending them into overdrive. You've received a high dose of it right now, and your body went into a state of high alert.
So what you're saying is that this fear isn't real?
No, the fear is very real, just like all of the symptoms of a panic attack you're experiencing right now. You're familiar with the fight or flight reaction of the body, yes? That is what the chemical is inducing right now.
喝水。
But the source isn't actually anything serious. It's as if you've been given a fear pill, so to speak. It might be helpful to separate yourself from this feeling, to look at it from an outsider's perspective.
I don't know if I can do that.
See if you can focus on your breathing.
Is that Otith's defense mechanism or something?
Correct. Since he can't move around very easily like us mobile beings, it's one of the protective measures evolution has come up with. This species is actually quite vulnerable.
How long is this going to last?
Hard to say. Everyone is different. My last partner was never able to feel anything but panic around Otith.
And you? Do you feel it too?
Not nearly to the same degree, and whatever I do feel doesn't bother me anymore. It took me a while to train and condition myself to get here. I'm talking about months of mindfulness meditation and guidance. Try to relax, Danya.
What does that mean?
Not sure. Let's see what happens next.
海葵。
These are kind of similar to my, well, you know.
True.
What should I do?
Nothing. Just stay still and calm. Preferably, don't do any sudden movements. Give Otith time to get to know you.
Right.
He likes you.
Brave? Is this, normal?
Oh, it's more than normal. Danya, this is really amazing. I've never seen Otith so eager and enthusiastic to meet someone new.
I'm happy for you. Brave, can you please tell Otith to release me?
Are you okay?
I'm not. I think one of those things got inside my clothes.
Huh?
I need you to get your symbiont off me ASAP, okay? I really don't want to scare him, but I don't know how long I can wait. Please, hurry.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Danya. I'll get him to release you right this instant. Otis, let go of Danya. He doesn't want to engage. He just came to meet you. He doesn't consent to do anything more. I want you to let go of this Terran, now. You have until 5. 1, 2, 3, 4... Danya, please, forgive me. I didn't realize Otis would do this.
How did you think he would react?
Well, I hardly had any instances where Otis even opened up to meet new people. I suppose I was expecting that at best, he might have touched your hand.
I see. Well, the good news is that he's cool with me, right?
He definitely is.
Which means he won't mind if we stay together, yes?
That's right.
Then there's no problem.
Are you feeling better?
Oh yeah, I'm alright now, I think. You know, I had a distinct feeling that your symbiont actually wanted to, get intimate with me.
I apologize, Danya. The last thing I wanted is for things to go this way and make you uncomfortable.
Nah, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I kind of feel bad for you, though.
Why?
You let him have his way with you, don't you?
看起来恐怖，但是我不会怕的东西。看起来恐怖，但是我不会怕的东西。看起来恐怖，但是我不会怕的东西，什么意思？什么叫做看起来恐怖，但是我不会怕的东西？你是说，比如说，那个我不觉得恐怖欸。你是说，比如说那种看起来很诡异、很吓人的那种洋娃娃吗？比如说鬼娃恰吉那一种，但是其实我不会怕。那我不会怕，我不就是没感觉啊？就是没感觉啊。这对啊，我不会怕的话，就表示我不觉得它可怕，那就是没感觉啊，不是吗？那苦瓜呢？对啊，因为如果我不怕的话，那就表示我对他没什么感觉啊。为什么要？等一下，徐丽宁是什么东西啦？立刻 Google。啊，徐丽宁可以干嘛？天然银杏叶萃取物，啊哭啊！白痴啊！烂死了。
Too high, if you ask me.
You're wrong about me and Otis, Danya.
You don't have sex with him?
I do, but I enjoy being close with him. It's a very fulfilling experience for me. So I don't do it just for health-related reasons. I would probably continue doing it with him even if one day I don't need any immunity support.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. Good for you then. 2 birds with 1 stone, huh? I gotta go, Brave. I'm glad Otis was okay with me at least. I'll see you at lunch, okay?
我觉得他们两个看起来怪怪的。
okay, friend?
That depends.
Do you wanna talk about it?
As long as you don't mind that it's about Brave and his symbiont again. You're probably sick of me talking about those two.
Nah, it's what I'm here for. Spill the beans.
All right.
Hell! I'm putting that thing under a lock and key, I swear.
No, Junie, no. It's okay. It was just sudden, you know? Brave reined him in quickly, but he was hella surprised that Odith was that into me.
I'm not surprised.
You think I'm that hot, huh?
That's not the reason, but sure, you're a stud.
Thanks for trying, my friend. You're really sweet.
What? Just because I'm into girls, I can't appreciate an aesthetically pleasing view?
Junie's tea.
Point taken.
Anyway, now you're good, right? Brave symbiont is on board so you boys can live happily ever after?
I guess, yeah.
So? I don't understand why you aren't flipping out from joy.
Brave said something to me that I'm still trying to process.
Do tell.
He said he likes it.
Huh.
Brave keeps his symbiont not just for health reasons. He enjoys doing it with Odith.
And?
It's a little out there, if you ask me.
Oh, please. Weren't you the one telling me not to judge him for copulating with a Dorada? Why the sudden change of heart?
I thought he had no choice. Well, technically he doesn't, but he actually gets off on it.
So he has sex with another alien for fun. What's the big deal?
所以他跟另外一个外星人开心，这很严重吗？
It's weird with all the tendrils. Kinky, I guess. Too out there for my taste.
Oh, Taryn, you're kinky too.
Where did you get that idea?
Excuse me, mister? You better get down from that high horse. You're kinky as fuck and just won't admit it to yourself.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are. Remember that time we stayed on the Crescendo station in Section 14 for 3 months waiting for the ship's repairs to finish? A certain Izakarian was coming by the Ameritat every other day. You guys were into impact play.
Impact play? What does that even mean?
You were taking turns spanking each other, and from the sound of it, really enjoying yourselves.
Oh, the Izakarian? That dude with horns and the complicated name that ended up letting me call him John?
Right, John.
Junie, I was drunk. I'll admit it was nice, but I was wild at the time.
So you wouldn't be moaning as loud when sober? Is that why you broke up with him?
Actually, he broke up with me. Said I was too clingy because I called him at work a couple of times. His loss. John was great, though. We had some good times together. I'm sorry if you had to hear it.
Good times. I think you mean good kinky times. See? You're it, buddy.
It's not the same thing, Juniper. This is tentacle stuff we're talking about.
And do you think getting off on it makes Brave a bad person and is something he should be embarrassed about?
Of course not.
Then suck it up. More vanilla doesn't make a kink any less of a kink. Kinky is kinky. Listen, Danya. If you really can't get past this, you better call off this whole relationship thing. The preference and fetish incompatibility is rocky grounds. It's going to hurt Brave one way or another. Go back and apologize to Brave if you made him feel bad.
not sure. Oh, hi, Brave. I was just...
Danya?
Listen, I wanted to apologize about how our last conversation ended. I needed some time to process the stuff about you and Odith. I'm sorry if I made you feel like it's not okay. It's just not something I'm familiar with, so my initial reaction was not optimal.
Thank you, Danya. Would you like to come in?
Oh, nah, it's okay. You're probably busy. I'll come back later when...
I have an idea why you came up to my door.
Sorry, I couldn't help it now that I've met Odith, and after the things you said. So when I heard him hiss, I thought...
It's all right. You're welcome to come in and watch.
Huh? Are you sure?
I am. If you're curious, I'd rather you come in and see for yourself instead of sneaking behind the door.
I couldn't invade your privacy like that. Besides, would you even be at ease with me around while you guys get busy?
I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't be stepping outside my comfort zone. But I care about you, Danya. So, if this means I'll be able to satisfy your curiosity, and help you get comfortable around my symbiont, it's worth it. Will you come in?
Okay.
怎么没有那个
So the hissing
好
sound.
好好，可以选了。
You could say it's a way for Odith to communicate hunger.
So you'll be feeding him now?
I'll be providing vital sustenance, yes. You may sit here.
All right.
It would be best if you watch without engaging for the time being. If you need to leave at any point, you're welcome to do so. The door is unlocked. It would be very much appreciated if you could wait until we're finished with the renewal
预
ritual.
约仪式。
Sure, I can do that. Looks like your symbiont knows exactly what you like. That's really cool.
Took a while to get there, though.
Showing me all of this took some serious guts, Brave. I'm not sure if I would be able to take the risk and open up like this.
It wasn't easy for me. I'm going into the shower now, Danya.
Sounds good. Come over to the hydroponics garden when you're ready.
Sure. May I come in?
Of course. I made you some tea. By the way, I've been meaning to ask, is everyone on Odaria this kinky?
什么鬼？
Not really. Actually, not at all is more accurate.
How so?
Odarian society is generally quite conservative. Odaria has been very isolated, and still is somewhat apart from most cultures. People's values lean on the conventional. Since they don't get out much, a large segment of the population is weary of things perceived as different. Relationships and intercourse with other species are highly frowned upon, for example. The main concern is for medical reasons, but even with today's highly advanced medicine, there's still a notion that foreign species are inherently unhygienic.
That's unfortunate.
It takes time to open up and let go of old ways. and we have a long way to go.
I have a hard time imagining it. Back home, some Terrans would trust some subspecies more than others. How much money you made every month mattered more than species or nationality. Or at least where I lived. Can you tell me more about the Odarian society?
Sure. What would you like to hear about?
对啊，可是我觉得应该快结局了吧？我想要把它玩完。
Odarian society stands by monogamous relationships. Polyamory exists, but it's something most people regard with suspicion. I have personally experienced a polyamorous relationship back on Odaria. While it definitely has its challenges, it can be rewarding.
Was it with members of your own species?
One of them was Odarian, and the other Izakarian.
Oh, I know Izakarians.
You do?
Dated one a couple years ago.
I see. In my culture, individuals usually follow a plan prepared for them by their clan.
哇塞！
Do people not have the right to pick what they want to do with their lives?
They do. It's just that some clans are less traditional than others, and let members pick their own path. Mine is on the conventional side, though. They vowed to write me out of the inheritance if I don't come home to follow the family legacy. Which, of course, I don't have any intention of doing.
What do they want you to do?
Study in hospitality and take up a position to manage one of the clan's
哇塞！
hotel chains.
你是惨条啊哦！
Wow, so your clan is really well off.
Definitely. And you can't imagine how much pressure that is to be part of such a family.
Well, I haven't experienced it myself, but I have a general idea. So you're not much into hotel management?
Not at all. I'm someone who always liked experimenting, even before Otith. Something my family wasn't too happy about.
I take it they don't approve of Otith.
Well, I haven't shared the details of my close relationship with him.
啊，喝水。
They don't approve of my lifestyle in general, and my chosen vocation, despite my recognition in the medical and symbiotic studies communities.
Sorry to hear that, Brave. Kinda sucks when you don't have the support of your family and things that matter to you.
It's alright. I'm used to it. They might not understand this now, but I'm sure they'll at least see all the benefits and practical applications of what I'm pioneering when my research reaches the mainstream. What about you? Does your family support you?
I wouldn't call it support, but they don't oppose me, at least. I mean, they helped me get into spaceflight school and all that, but I bet they wished I was making more money.
I can understand that.
Do you know other Odarians who are living outside of their home planet, like you?
I know a few, and keep in touch with them, yes. As you probably guessed, most of them don't stay away from Odaria very long, even when they can afford the medication. Having to take massive amounts of it.
I've seen a couple Odarians before, but I never had the chance to talk to them. You must be glad you don't have to take meds anymore.
I am. Most of those who choose to live away from my planet long-term tend to be much more open-minded and adventurous than your average Odarian. To give you an example, the most common question I get from mainlanders who learned how long I've been outside is, how many STDs have you caught so far?
And your answer is?
I'll tell you if you spend a night with me.
You know, that's actually a pattern I've seen a lot. For many, when they leave their world and see it from the outside as a big ball, every domestic problem or prejudice suddenly feels much less significant.
I can definitely relate. Did Juniper say this too?
Junie told me that every Tolrorthian she's met outside their moon didn't care that she was into women, even though homosexuality is illegal where she grew up.
That sounds rough. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, in case you want to understand Odarians better, just keep in mind I'm not a good representation of one.
Gotcha. If you don't mind, Brave, can you tell me more about Odith? Like, how do you actually take care of him?
I protect him and provide sustenance.
Like sexual energy, right?
Yes.
安安，小空安。
Does he eat normal food at all, or does he just feed off your life force?
He does consume organic matter as well, and that can sustain him for a long time. However, it might reduce the strength of his own immune system long term.
Something about getting it on really makes him tick, huh?
That's right.
Would you say you have feelings for him?
I never thought about Odith that way. I mean, I care about him deeply, but not in a romantic kind of way, if that's what you're asking.
I wanted a better understanding of how you guys relate to each other. You mentioned being in a poly relationship, so I wondered if that's something you might want to see happen in the end. It makes some things easier based on the way you explain things, I suppose.
I really appreciate that you're asking these questions. Danya, how did you feel about being around Otith back there?
I mean, what is there to tell? It was obviously hot, watching you two. I didn't experience fear like the first time for some reason.
He released his fear gas sometime before you came in, and I ventilated the room.
Does that make sense?
Go on.
Your symbiont took me by surprise the first time, if you know what I mean. Visually, he could come off as intimidating to just about anyone. He looks like he can swallow a whole Terran with that pod of his, not to mention crush one with those tendrils in 2 seconds flat.
He won't do that. He's smart enough to know that without anyone to take care of him, he'll die. Despite his appearance, he's very vulnerable.
In that case, I'm sure with enough time and your help, I could get quite comfortable around him.
Like, how comfortable?
I don't know. If anything, I could sleep in the room where he stays.
Do you think you would be okay to let him touch you again?
Yeah, sure. Oh, you mean like touch? Doing things to me like he did to you?
Would you want him to? You don't have to answer that.
How about I come and hang with you guys again first? Bring some tea over there or whatever. Chill.
That would be great. I'll be looking forward to that, Danya.
How's it looking?
I've successfully got us through the asteroid field. It should be smooth sailing from here on out to the next stop.
The Astrius Terminal. The last station before we reach Adaria.
We'll be there in less than 3 days.
Do you think Brave will want to check it out? Or stay put?
I'm sure he'll want to get off at the terminal. He actually asked me about it and wants to send a message to his parents in regards to our arrival. They're apparently the ones who paid for this trip, so he feels obligated to inform them.
Oh? How so?
Story is, he's from a rich family but chose to support himself by becoming a symbiont expert. Now that he's in trouble, he couldn't afford to travel discreetly without his family paying.
I see. Makes sense wanting to keep them in the loop.
Are you looking forward to getting an update from Riemphia?
Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about sending her a message when we get to the next stop. See where—
What are the chances she could meet us on Odaria?
No, last I checked, she wasn't even in this sector.
That's a shame. Would it be nice to see you guys catch up?
Aw, that's sweet, Danya. Don't worry about it.
I want to see you happy too, my friend. I can't be the only one living the dream here.
It's going that well with Brave?
Hell yeah! Literally, I couldn't have asked for more.
Wow, look at you, mister. And the symbiont?
I'm getting to know Odith, slowly. The other day, I just hung out in the same room and Brave taught me some commands.
That's it?
Meaning?
Don't tell me Brave hasn't asked you to partake in his symbiont-related activities.
Not directly.
I sincerely hope you said no.
Well, I didn't. I'm kind of considering it. Could be fun. At the very least, I am curious.
Are you nuts? This is a Dorado we're talking about. What do I need to do to help you understand that they are dangerous?
Odith looks dangerous. Brave has full control over him, and Odith listens to his every request. He's super attuned to anything he says. I saw them engaging together, and it was fine.
Brave let you watch them fuck? Wow, he really wants you.
He wants the thing between us to work as much as I do.
Alright, but be careful. I can't stress that enough.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I'm going to the gym now. You want to join?
I kinda agreed to meet Brave there in an hour, so I'll have to pass this time. Rain check?
Fine. Just don't forget who was on this ship keeping you company before he got here.
好啦，
I would never.
人家还在热恋期，你不要这样。
Can I borrow one of your towels?
Sure. Feel free to take a fresh one in one of the bed drawers.
Thanks.
等一下，为什么搞得好像这是他的船，不是我的船呢、我才是船长哎、
Otis, hey, what are you up to?
"什么东西？"
Greetings, oh mighty alien. Good to see you too. I hope you had a good day, chilling in your sarcophagus, that is. Wow, you are such funny little guys. I'm glad you don't seem scary today, at least. We'll be friends in no time, won't we? There we go. Convenient. Whoa, what are you doing? That tickles.
Tanya, you're still here. If I knew, I wouldn't have taken so long. Sorry.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I decided to wait for you instead of leaving. Wanted to say goodnight.
Good night, then. Have a restful night.
你是天才吧？才不是呢！啊，这个星空好漂亮。 我觉得应该快了。
Here's the list, Danya. We need everything. Most importantly, the power couplings. So if you can't get the other stuff, make sure you at least get these, okay?
I was actually wondering if you wouldn't mind doing the run today, Juniper.
Really? But you always do this stuff. I thought you relished the opportunity to look around every stop we make.
I do. I just have a massive headache today. And the prospect of smelling the chlorian cabbage everywhere is just, yeah.
That's true, eh? The #1 dish on the Astrius terminal.
More like the only dish.
Okay, buddy. I'll get her things. Take care of yourself, yeah?
Thank you. I owe you one.
Happy to help. Do you want me to get the food too?
I don't think we'll find anything decent here besides the you-know-what.
You're probably right.
Maybe I'll take a walk around later to check anyway.
Hey, Brave. Good morning. Are you leaving the Emerita to check out the station?
Yes, I will step off this time. To my knowledge, it's a pretty secure station. I'll need to get to the communications hub, and then I'd like to check the markets. Do you want to leave together, Danya?
Well, I was thinking of staying in this time and let Junie stretch her legs. I'll probably check out the food supplies later.
什么？你要偷偷的跟欧
I
提斯？
understand. I'll see you both in the evening then.
Bye, Brave.
Bye.
Hello there. I've been thinking about you. Why do I get a distinct feeling that you called me here? You know why I came, don't you? What are you waiting for? I don't get it. What do you want me to say? I consent? pull yourself together. Okay, here goes.
Danya, is that you?
Hey, Brave. Yeah, it's me, just wanting to check up on you. Can I come in?
I don't know if it's such a good idea. I think I might have picked something up at the station. That, or I should have put on something warmer.
Okay, well, let me know if you want me to make you some tea. I could also bring a medical bot over so you can run a self-diagnostic if you want.
That would be helpful. Thank you.
You idiot. I left things for you outside your quarters, Brave. Let me know if you need anything else, okay?
I'll get it in just a moment.
Get some rest. How come it took so long last night?
The Chlorian crew in the warehouse lost their file, and it took forever for them to get their shit together. The one time I leave the ship to do errands, it turns out to be a huge pain in the ass. It's definitely your turn next time.
I hope you enjoyed the aroma of the local cabbage.
How dare you put salt in the wound, you heartless little...
I'm kidding. I can imagine it must have been intense.
Yeah, no joke. But enough about me. What's up with you?
Nothing much. Just Brave is sick again.
Poor guy. I thought he was doing all right for a while.
Not anymore, it seems.
We'll be back to his planet soon. Hopefully he can hold on until then.
Yeah. Junie, I'm afraid it might be my fault.
I can't imagine in what universe that would be possible. Unless you were his physician, which you're not. I really don't...
You need to sit down.
Danya, you're scaring me. Okay, I'm sitting. What is it?
I might have inadvertently done something to Brave's symbiont.
You? Why would you think that?
He apparently hasn't been able to engage with Odith for some time now, hence why he hasn't been able to support his health.
Danya, no offense, but I don't think you have the ability to influence the Dorada so easily.
I hope you're right, but something is definitely wrong with Odith. And I'm pretty sure it's because of something I did recently.
Which is?
We had sex.
So? I know you're doing it with Brave on the regular, and honestly, it's his responsibility to make sure his symbiont...
No, Junie, not with Brave. With his symbiont. Just me and Odith.
What? Are you insane? Danya, what were you thinking? How did you even... Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Danya, look at me. Are you unwell? You don't seem feverish.
I honestly can't explain it. The other day, the symbiont touched me, and then I got obsessed with... It's all I could think about for like a few days in a row. I couldn't focus.
来困晚安，好，千玺晚安，感谢看台。
I couldn't do anything. All I wanted was to go to Brave's room and...
Shit. Sounds like Otif might have influenced you or something.
Is that even possible?
How else would you have been able to lie to your best friend and to your lover?
I feel terrible about it. I honestly don't know. I was just so horny that I couldn't think straight.
Your dick finally got the better of you.
It was a big mistake.
What was a mistake?
Eating too much of the fermented Chlorian cabbage last night. I told him it would cause him too much flatulence, but of course, he didn't listen.
I see. I haven't had any.
Did you have any luck at the communications hub last night?
Yes, I sent a message to my family. They're aware I'll be arriving soon.
And how are you feeling? Danya mentioned you're a little under the weather.
Unfortunately, yes. And while we're on it, I was wondering if you guys have a basic medical support kit. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't be asking, but this is kind of an emergency. I performed a diagnostic with the medical bot Danya brought last night. It seems that some basic medication could help me. I ran out of all my medical supplies a while ago.
Brave, what's happening? What about Otis?
Well, I'm having some issues with him. He refuses to engage with me, and my health is suffering as a result.
完了，是我。
Sorry to hear. I'll bring you the health support kit. I have a few stored in my quarters. You have to tell him.
I don't know how. What if...
Doesn't matter. You need to come clean.
Junie, he might never forgive me.
That's a possibility. Yet you still need to own up to what you did. If Brave knows what happened, maybe he'll know of a way to fix this afterward. His health is on the line. I don't know how much those kits we have will help him.
You're right.
I'm on your side, Danya. I'm sure this Dorada has played a role in all this. I hope Brave realizes it too.
Danya! How could you do this? I thought we were together. I trusted you.
Brave, you have no idea how truly sorry I am.
I thought I knew you. I was sure. But I guess I was wrong.
You do know me. I'm still the same person. This will never happen again. It was so strange. I don't know why I suddenly even wanted that. It's so not me. I'm not trying to use this as an excuse, but I think your symbiont may have played a part in this by somehow planting ideas in my head. I'd like you to confirm or deny it if that's the case, so I can take precautions for it not to happen again, if it's a possibility at all.
Right. It is possible for Dorada to have mind-influencing abilities that affect a small percentage of individuals in humanoid species. But it's rare. I'll make sure to administer an injection to inhibit this ability, and bring any future chances of it happening to zero. Still, there is one thing. Otith would never engage with anyone without them explicitly consenting. It's one of the first things the Dorada was trained to do. Did you tell him that you consent?
I did.
If it was anyone else, I'd get it. But you? Didn't the thought of me even occur to you while you were entering my room?
I did think of you, but the urge seemed to have overpowered everything. I'm sorry, Brave. It's my fault that your symbiont isn't cooperating, isn't it?
Most likely. At least I have an idea now what could be the problem.
I hope you can fix it. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know.
We will see. You need to tell me everything. All the details of when, where, and what. Was this the only time you came to visit the symbiont?
Yes. Though, right before the obsession started, there was this one time when you were in the shower and he touched me. In a sec-
Danya, why didn't you tell me?
I'm sorry. I should have. At the time, I felt like maybe it wasn't a big deal. Or maybe I even felt ashamed that I let him.
This was after the gym thing?
Yeah.
It's starting to make sense. Otith would have been hungry by then. But instead, he kept ignoring me.
Will you be able to make it home safely if Otith doesn't revert back?
I don't know, Danya. I honestly don't know. We have another 2 weeks of travel, and it's been 3 weeks since my last renewal ritual.
完了，我要杀了
That
他
will have to
了
be 5 weeks?
No one has ever made it past 3.5 without medical support.
Junie will bring you those kits.
They probably won't help that much, as they're not specifically meant for my kind. I suppose it's better than nothing.
完了。
Brave, it's good to see you.
Sorry.
Don't apologize, please. Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, there is. You can help get Otith to engage with me.
Of course. Tell me what I need to do. Anything, Brave. I'll do anything to fix this.
Anything? That remains to be seen.
Well, within reason.
We need to convince Otith to take me. Or trick him, sort of.
Just tell me what to do.
It's not going to be simple. Just saying words won't work. We will need to orchestrate something particular. Otith is influenced by primal instincts and intense emotions, good and bad. So in order to get him to engage with me, we need to act out a convincing scenario he can't resist. You'll need to rape me in front of him and let him finish me off. Can you do that?
I don't know if I... What you're asking is...
It won't be rape, obviously, since I'm fully agreeing to it. It'll be a pretend scenario.
How believable does it have to be?
Very. If Otith doesn't sense the intense emotions during the process, it's not going to work.
With the whole physical aspect of it, too?
Yes. Remember, sight is the only sense he doesn't have, but he can touch, taste, and hear.
So we have to act this out, realistically.
That's right. As if it's really happening.
I'd need to get into the role to act this out well enough.
I will help you.
Can you give me some time to think about it?
Of course. You haven't.
哦，对啊，那个坏掉了。
Just know that if you do agree and we succeed, this one renewal ritual will give me a fighting chance to land on Odaria alive.
哇塞，这么严重！
Wait. Let me get this straight. Brave wants to seduce his symbiont with rough sex?
Yeah, sort of. Though it's probably more than that, considering he explicitly used the word rape. Brave said Otith is driven by primal instincts and can't resist taking part in forceful engagements.
Isn't there anything else you guys could do? Like,
好，待会退。
talk to it?
啊，都退一退，因为我已经不记得什么时候坏掉的。
Past that.
Are you going to be comfortable with this role-playing thing? That shit might get dark, fast, and chances are it'll fuck with your head.
I don't know, maybe? I've only done roleplay a handful of times, plus he said it has to appear super real.
But at the same time, it's a fantasy for a whole bunch of people. So...
Brave asked me about it because he needs this to stay alive long enough to reach his planet. It doesn't have anything to do with living out a fantasy.
I know.
Yeah?
And are you okay with that?
It would have been better if this was for fun, but yes. I have to be, since I'm responsible for what's happening to him in the first place. He's barely holding it together. He can't stop coughing, and his rash is getting worse by the hour.
哇，有钱人。
I feel like if I don't try to do something to help him now, I'll regret it. And if I had to choose between avoiding someone's death and being very uncomfortable, I'd choose saving a life any day.
有钱委托啊。
Attaboy. I'll send some reading material to the terminal in your quarters to get you prepared. Make sure to discuss all the details of what's going to happen with Brave beforehand, so both of you are on the same page.
You know, he said he will help me act it out. I assume he's going to provoke me or something.
Right, that makes sense. He'll help you get in the mood. Acting 101.
那还是有资金啊，我就没有钱可以委。
I don't know what I'd do without you, Junie. You're helping me deal with all this, giving me some spot-on advice. Thank you.
我哪有存款？
I'm here for you, and happy to impart wisdom.
没有那种东西啦。
I'll do it.
I'm glad to hear you've accepted.
Can you just explain what you meant when you said you'll help me?
I will try to insult you.
我真的没有
It's
啊
going to be useful in getting you in the right headspace for a convincing performance. Feel free to insult me back. It's only fair, and I won't take it personally.
Is there anything I should keep in mind? It's off limits.
Nothing. You're free to get creative.
By the way, I wanted to ask. I know we're doing this because of your symbiont, but do you think...
Under different circumstances, I would have. That's all I can say.
By the way...
Under different circumstances, don't worry about this being unpleasant for me, though.
我没有啊，没在存啊。
Brave. Is there no chance at all of us getting...
You made sure of that.
Okay. When are we doing this?
The sooner the better. Preferably tonight, if that works for you.
没关系啊，所以我明天就挂了。
The closer it feels to the truth for you, the easier it will be to act out. If you're not comfortable, I'm open to your ideas.
It's fine. Don't move. Lights dim.
What? Danya?
Hello to you too, Brave.
What are you doing? Untie me. You reek of alcohol.
I came to get a taste of you.
It's over between us. You're just embarrassing yourself by doing this. I don't want you anymore.
Oh, I think you do.
Don't be naive. It was never going to work out between us in the first place. You're just a low-class Terran with nothing to offer. You have no money, no intellectual abilities, and no self-control. You're so boring and average, Daniel. It's pitiful.
Ah, 好难过。
Brave, how are you feeling? It's good to see you walking around the ship again.
Hello. I am well, thank you. I felt ready to stretch my legs. May we have some privacy, Juniper? A minute is all I need.
Sure.
Thank you. Danya.
Sure you don't mean Daniel?
You're upset.
No, I'm not. I'm just glad you're all right. Is Odith listening to you again?
It isn't clear yet. I'll be able to determine that within a couple of weeks.
Right. Then I guess we're even.
Listen, about what I said.
Don't. Please. I said some things that I regret too. It's not worth dwelling on.
All right. In any case, I appreciate what you've done for me. And I don't regret the time we spent together.
Neither do I.
I saw Brave on the way back.
Pass me the salt and pepper, please.
Anything I should know?
Nope. Nothing left to tell.
I'm sorry it turned out like this. It started out so...
Magical.
Yes, that's the word.
啊，好难过哦。
Now, let's experience some real magic.
Yes, I love your omelette au fromage.
"我明天也要上班啊。过了2年后 ，what？
Okay, I just got back from the warehouse and they said the outfitting will be completed by the end of the week.
No rush. We'll be staying here a while, won't we?
Another 3 weeks at least until the shipment is ready. Make yourself at home.
Hey, we earned it. It's been a while since we spent more than a couple of days in port anyway. Gotta take advantage and enjoy civilization once in a while.
Did you hear back from Riemphia?
Yeah, I did. We're meeting at the Lucky 7 tonight.
Tonight? When were you going to tell me?
Calm your tits, my friend. She just rolled back an hour ago.
How long is she going to be on Kayama?
Another month. Which reminds me, I'll be away from the Emeritot for a few days.
Of course you are. She wrote back an hour ago and you're already packed?
No, silly. She told me about the meeting an hour ago, but invited me to stay over this morning.
Ah, I see. Well, that makes sense.
Do you want to join us at the Lucky 7?
Nah, I'm good. Maybe tomorrow? I want to check out my usual spots. This is the Emeritat.
Danya?
Huh?
Yeah, it's me. Who am I speaking to?
It's Brave. You took me to Odaria about 2 years ago.
Brave! Wow! How have you been? The better question is, what are the chances of us running into each other like this?
We didn't, but that's a long story.
What can I do for you? Don't tell me you need passage to Odaria again.
No, I'm staying on Kayama for the moment, and wanted to ask if you could meet me.
I'm not sure it's a good idea.
Danya, please. The way we left off was... Things are different now. I'm not relying on Otith anymore. Have dinner with me tonight?
That's a bit short notice. I already have plans.
Tomorrow, then.
What do you really want, Brave?
To talk face to face. Please, I need this.
All right. I can meet with you tonight.
Great. How much time do you need to get ready? I can pick you up in a taxi.
How long will it take you to get to Spaceport Dock 9?
I'm kind of already here. Right by the Ameriton, actually.
Really? Wow. Okay, I'll be down shortly.
See you outside.
Hello?
Hi, Brave. You look good.
Thank you for agreeing to see me. Are you hungry?
I could eat.
Will you be okay with the Lucky 7? They're having a special menu tonight.
Sure, that's like one of my favorite places in this town. Also, Junie's there now with her date. You remember Juniper, right? My business partner?
And the second in command of the Ameriton. I remember.
I guess you do, huh? Why are you here, Brave? What do you want with me?
I needed to see you, to be able to understand some things.
And did you?
Yes, I haven't been able to stop thinking about you, because I still love you. Would you be willing to give us another chance?
Ah. 对，能睡觉了，爸爸。哇，他找了这么多人来翻译哦。哦，他在 Kickstarter 有开团吗？这是要开团吗？啊！哦，还好他们最后还是在一起了，不然也太遗憾了吧！哦，我的天！好了，那么今天就先到这里了。感谢各位啦， 感谢各位挂台陪着我看这么看不到画面的直播。好啦，先这样啦，晚安晚安。时间也不早了，各位早点休息哦。那么我们明天也许会开，不晓得。好，晚安晚安，拜拜拜拜拜。